On today's Disney Roundup, the first preview date has been shared for Tiana's Bayou adventure, hinting when the official opening could be. Smellephants are being installed for Smellephants on parade at the Magic Kingdom, and Disney has simplified their login system. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU.
To infinity and beyond!
I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date with all the latest Disney and Disney Parks news. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. Starting off with Parks news, although an official opening date still hasn't been announced as of up to the recording of this video, the first preview date has been shared for Tiana's Bayou adventure. In an article from NOLA.com, it states in there that the media previews that would take place for Tiana's Bayou adventure would begin in mid-June. Per Blog Mickey, guests invited to the media preview event are sharing that the invitation dates were sent out for June 9th to June 11th. Now, typically, media previews are the first to take place, followed by cast, DVC, annual pass, and others before the official opening. Now, this is just off of observation from recent ride openings, but following media previews, from what I've noticed, the ride seems to open between 3 to 4 weeks later, so we could see the ride have its grand opening the first week of July, just in time for the 4th of July holiday week. This also may be something Disney would look to do as well, as it was noted from last year's 4th of July, the attendance was significantly lower than it had been in many years. Again, this is just my own speculation, but given that if the first media previews are taking place beginning June 9th, I think that would make the time frame for the opening sometime the first week of July, maybe July 1st, or the 2nd going into the holiday weekend, or maybe the weekend prior, even starting on June 28th, depending on when Disney is able to get all of the previews in. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and if you're looking forward to the opening of Tiana's Bayou adventure. Debuting soon at the Magic Kingdom, Disney has installed the first elephants for Smellephants on parade. Over this past week, the installation of Smellephants on parade presented by Scentsy has begun at Storybook Circus. Guests visiting the land will go on a brand new interactive search and sniff experience. When entering Storybook Circus, guests will stumble upon a casting call posted by Timothy Q. Mouse seeking out a whiff assistant to join Dumbo's newest act. At the ticket booth in front of Big Top Souvenirs, a cast member will provide guests with an illustrated map of the land and a sticker sheet to guide them to their first task as a whiff assistant. And the task is simple: find all 8 Smellephant statues scattered around Storybook Circus using the stickers and map to track their progress. As others arrive, guests will encounter additional circus-themed Smellephants featuring fragrances provided by Scentsy like churro, cotton candy, and more. This complimentary and voluntary experience will be available to guests of all ages next month, and while the Smellephants will be scattered throughout the Storybook Circus area, guests with sensitive sniffers are still welcome and able to enjoy this fun-filled land. Set to make the change in 2026, Autopia at Disneyland will be switching their cars to electric. Over this past week, it was reported by the LA Times that Disney was planning on phasing out the gas vehicles in Autopia at Disneyland Park. Following the reports of this, Disneyland spokesperson Jessica Good commented and said that the new vehicles of the ride would be fully electric. It does not mean hybrid or any other version of a gasoline combustion engine. She also said that the park will no longer be using the current engines within the next 30 months. For the time being, the current plan is to have all of the new electric vehicles in the attraction by 2026. Now, on outside the parks news, for the first time ever, a Disney restaurant has been awarded a Michelin star. Victoria and Albert's has been awarded a highly coveted Michelin star and the 2024's Florida Service Award for Maitre d'Hotel Israel Perez. This distinguished honors for the culinary crown jewel of Walt Disney World Resorts marked the first time Disney has received this accomplishment. For over 20 years, Victoria and Albert's has been dazzling guests with a multi-course experience filled with extraordinary flavors and the highest quality of ingredients from across the world. Beyond the culinary creations in the kitchen, the team has curated a world-class wine collection featuring more than 500 different selections. In addition to now being the first and only restaurant owned and operated by a U.S. theme park destination to hold a Michelin star, Victoria and Albert's is the sole location in Florida to hold the honor of having both the AAA 5 Diamond consecutively since 2000 and the Forbes Travel Guide 5-Star Awards consecutively since 2018, and one of the only 26 others in the nation with the same unique distinction. It has also been awarded Wine Spectator Best of Award of Excellence and Florida Trend Golden Spoon Hall of Fame American Regional. Now into company news. In an attempt to ease the login experience and switching in between accounts, Disney has now introduced My Disney. Switching between your Disney Plus account, checking your Disney Store orders, and planning your next trip to Walt Disney World can sure seem like a lot of logging in and logging out. But now, thanks to My Disney, a new unified login experience for all of your Disney needs, enjoying everything that the Walt Disney Company has to offer is about to get a whole lot easier. My Disney is the name of the new capability Disney is introducing that gives guests a seamless login experience by using just a single email and password across services and experiences from the Walt Disney Company. When you log in using your personal account information, you will now see the same My Disney login prompts everywhere you go, asking for the same email and password, creating a more seamless login experience. At your next login attempt on any My Disney compatible service, when you enter into a password restricted feature, Disney will ask you to update your password. From then on, that password is the only one you'll need to remember. Most of My Disney's most popular sites and apps can now be accessed through My Disney. This includes Disney Plus, Hulu, ABC, the Disney Store, Disney Cruise Line, Disneyland, and Walt Disney World. Disney is using a simple logo to signify the My Disney login experience for a consistent and connected look and feel. So when you reach the login screen and see the My Disney logo, you'll know to use the same single email and password. Along with My Disney, over time, Disney hopes to grow the magic by creating more centralized tools that will help you and others manage their accounts and preferences even more seamlessly and conveniently. Alright everyone, that's you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. That's all you for this week, and until next time, we'll see you on the DRE.